So one of my favorite gaming franchises popped up into the news again, and not for anything favorable. So Persona 5, yeah, I'm a Persona fan, actually popped up into the news because Twitter SJWs, who else? Twitter SJWs are hating on the new game because Atlus decided to show some thigh. Atlus, you cowards! Atlus, you're cowards! You're showing thigh! Skin is sexist! Her thighs are too sexy! Hide them! While I go over here on this Twitch Thoughts Patreon account and like her slutty cosplay. You know it's exactly like, that's exactly why it pisses me off. But let me go ahead and get into this article. So this comes from One Angry Gamer, one of many different news sources that covered this story. So Persona 5 Royale's Kasumi comes under fire from SJWs wanting to censor her thighs. Now this is why I don't understand, right? These people will want the censorship of fictional women, but they'll celebrate and put on a pedestal some random e-thought making an innocent character slutty in their cosplay.
Put them pennies down, Betty make a wish, put it in your mouth, Betty blow a kiss. I don't care about what you do, it's got a price. Pick a nigga, put it on them changes.
That does not make any sense. But this is from Billy D. Atlus recently announced Persona 5 The Royal. It's a new entry for Persona 5, taking all the base gameplay and then adding new characters and gameplay elements to the story, effectively turning it into a brand new experience. The upcoming game is due out in Japan on October the 31st, 2019 for the PS4, and is scheduled to release in the West in 2020. However, there are already organized groups of social justice warriors trying to get the game censored. It started with the reveal trailer, which dropped on April the 24th, 2019. You can check out the trailer below, courtesy of GameSpot trailers. Now I've already seen it. As reported by Personal Central, there are new scenarios to encounter in the third semester, new mini games to play like darts and pool, new places to explore in the Kajochi map, new characters to meet like the school counselor Takuto Maruki, and new cinematics to watch. But all the new additions to Persona 5 The Royal were completely overlooked by groups like Reset Era and the social media justice or social justice mobs, all due to a single character, Kasumi Yoshizawa. Things gained traction over on the Reset area in a thread titled, "Should Persona 5 Royale remove the problematic stuff in this new version?" The forum group came to a consensus that Persona 5 The Royal need to be censored and have certain content removed, which included the gay characters whose portrayals they felt were problematic, as well as covering up the characters and removing any innuendo directed to characters like Anne. It wasn't long before the contents of the forum began to spill out over into Twitter. So that makes no sense. So they want to censor gay characters. Isn't that silencing a group of people? And they want to censor females. You really want to censor And what I want to say is, who left these MFers in charge? Who really made them the voice or the deciding factor of anything? Why can't these people that sit up on Twitter and sit up on Tumblr and sit up on YouTube judging what's okay and not okay, why can't they ever get up and make their own freaking games? Oh, that's right. Some of them actually have tried, and those games failed because they don't know crap about what makes a good game. Wow, that's why Mortal Kombat is failing right now. That's why Dead or Alive 6 is flopping right now. Because these companies bend the knee to these idiots, these jerk-offs, who don't know anything about the gaming industry. It's funny. It's funny. The new female character was the main focus of criticism from Twitter's SJW denizens. They targeted her because her thighs were exposed in her leotard outfit, which plays up to the fact that she's a rhythmic gymnast. Some went as far as to call Atlus cowards for not covering up Kasumi up like one of the burqa battlers from Mortal Kombat 11. I could tell you what this actually has to do with. Some of these, 90% or 99% of these SJW females are of the cottage cheese variety. So they look at a woman, or they look at a depiction of a female who's hot and sexy, and they feel inadequate. So they use Twitter, they use YouTube, they use Tumblr to cast their inadequacies across an entire community. That's what they're really doing. It's not about what's right or what's just. Because if it was really about that, they would go after these real life cosplayers who take innocent characters like Nurse Joy or Officer Jenny and they slut them up real quick to make a quick buck. They won't go after them. So it's not about decency. It's not about equivalency. It's about them feeling inadequate to 2D women. Who would have thunk it? Anyways, you see the tweets. Atlus cowards, Atlus cowards, Atlus cowards from Enix. Another social justice warrior called Kasumi's original design horny and proceeded to offer an edited edition, putting the rhythmic gymnast in a tutu and leggings. No one wants your version. Frick off. Go make your own damn game. No one cares. Freaking idiots. Thankfully, there were people who quick to fire back after the SJWs helped to get certain characters and themes trending on social media. Satomi was quick to call out these SJWs for their standards. Another meme came from Basuro, ended up going viral, where he criticized the social justice warriors for covering up the character and claiming they fixed the design. It ended up getting more than 4,000 likes and nearly double what the SJW posts were receiving. Ultimately, there's a battle going on for the soul of gaming, and gamers are fighting back against the SJW menace with all their heart to persevere its creative integrity. They seem to be standing up against the calls for censorship of Persona 5 The Royale, but it remains to be seen if the pushback will be enough to keep the developers from kowtowing to the minions of the intersectional miasma that has brought a putrid and foul stench of social political corruption to the realm of gaming. For instance, Reset Era's misrepresentation of the Japanese version of Catherine Full Body has left the Western localization up in the air in terms of whether or not it will be censored following the complaints of SJWs. The voice actresses working on the Western version acknowledged the SJW complaints and said they would be addressing the bigotry in the game. So it's a toss-up if that means the game will be censored or not. We do know that the Ryu guy what is with this? I'm not pronouncing that. Studio did censor the remaster of Yakuza 3 to remove the subplot and the Japanese imperial flag. So it's not out of question that the pressures of the politically correct parish could end up affecting Persona 5 The Royal. Hopefully it's not the case, and the pushback against the SJWs calling for censorship wins out overall of their yelling. One major drawback is that the SJWs have Sony on their side, and if Sony dictates that Atlus has to cover up Kasumi's legs, they will have to comply with the PS4 censorship policies. Some users on Twitter are worried that they've already spotted signs of censorship with the girl's legs being covered and a character being replaced, but these haven't been confirmed. So, looks like Persona 5 Royale has already seen changes if this user is correct. We'll find out if any cries and whines have affected the game when it launches this October in Japan. So, this is just telling you guys, next console generation, you really don't need to trust Sony. And I'm a person, I grew up with Sony consoles. I was a Sony household. PS1, PS2, 3, and 4. And unfortunately, I don't think I can sign on with a 5 because honestly, Sony is showing their hands too much. Whenever they pull or discontinue partnering with Sony California or whatever, that's when I'll be interested again, because honestly, that sector of Sony is just corrupting the whole thing and people are not trusting the product anymore. It's like, it's topsy-turvy. You look at the Nintendo Switch, and that's actually where you go to get the real experience of games now, when Nintendo used to be the E for everyone platform. It's really ridiculous, but I hope they don't ruin Persona 5. It looks like a really interesting game, but if they censor it even in the slightest, I don't think I can support it, and I don't recommend anyone else supporting it if they censor even just a pixel of it. I just feel like everyone needs to be unanimous and not supporting it. As much as it would hurt Persona, you have to send strong messages like that. You can't be like, well, it's Persona, so no, you got to be like, if you guys censor this, we will not buy it. And I guarantee you they will not censor the game, because they would know that the majority of their fan base and audience would not go for whatever they're trying to do. So that's what I'm going to say, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Of course, I've been your #1 anime, gaming, Dragon Ball, and journalism channel on YouTube and the internet. The quality is in the name itself, perfection. Don't forget to follow me on all my other channels, all my other platforms, on DLive, Twitch, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video. I love my perfectionists. I love this anime community. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.